What's good, YouTube? What's your time? We got. This is why you never make Jimmy Butler mad reaction. So, as y'all know, Jimmy Butler is now in the Warriors, and the Warriors have been playing pretty good recently. And Jimmy Butler is a great player, and he's alongside Stephen Curry now. So let's see what they're gonna do.
The Warriors have won their last 6 games. They are 13-1 in games that Jimmy Butler has played in, and we have to be honest here. With Steph Curry fully locked back in, the Golden State Warriors have once again emerged as a real NBA title threat. Before Jimmy Butler played a game with Golden State, they were just 25-26 and were looking like they could miss the playoffs. But now, Jimmy Butler has given Steph Curry the possibility of his own last dance. Golden State has jumped to 6th place in the Western Conference. Steph Curry is playing at an MVP level, but we have to ask, what exactly is the difference here? How has Jimmy Butler changed the culture this drastically, this fast? What's up, Mike here, and this clip is going to surprise you. Also, if you like the video, it would be awesome if you subscribed and turn on post notifications. That way you never miss another one. Only if you like it, though. Now let's watch this clip.
Isaiah Stewart didn't take too kindly to Steph Curry, and
Steph trolling the bench. Stewart not liking that.
Stewart getting up and getting aggressive there. Always takes a three to figure it out, even when the bench is open.
We just watched Steph Curry trash talk the biggest fighter.
Yeah, he did. That's what I'm thinking about.
The league's resident tough guy, right to his face with no fear at all, showing us the level of confidence Steph Curry is currently on. Stewart has fought LeBron. It feels like he's fought half of the league, and if we're being honest, he probably could take Steph Curry. But what we really need to focus on here is just how much Steph is feeling himself. Since he has started playing with Jimmy Butler, Steph Curry has transformed back into MVP level Steph. With Jimmy, Steph is averaging 28.7 points, 6.1 assists, and 3.9 rebounds per game on 49.5% shooting. Before Jimmy had joined the team, Steph looked like he was on a downward slope, averaging just 22.7 points, 6.1 assists, and 4.5 rebounds per game on 43.1% shooting. But the Jimmy Butler effect is very real, and we're going to dive into specific plays to see exactly what is happening here. Because
with Verizon, when you bundle mobile and home,
I like this type of video.
$15 a month, and can get the entertainment you love included.
Because if Golden State is going to make a title run this season, everyone on this roster is going to need to step up, and their offense is going to need to be the main attraction. But listen to this. Out of everyone on the Warriors averaging at least 15 minutes per game this year, Jimmy Butler has the highest on-court, off-court stats, as Golden State is plus 10.1 points better when Jimmy is playing compared to when he is sitting on the bench, which we have to admit is remarkable, as Jimmy Butler just joined this team and he's already making this type of impact. How is he doing this? I said this in the last Warriors video. I think Jimmy has stepped into a role that has already been established for Golden State. Butler is essentially filling the role that Andre Iguodala once had for the Warriors in their past title runs. A defensive, high-level passing wing who could also play the power forward spot if needed, and Golden State has been going small with Jimmy consistently. In his time with the Warriors, Jimmy is playing 44% of his minutes at the power forward spot, and as we know, in their championship run back in 2022, the Warriors went small a lot. That was actually seen as their biggest concern headed into the playoffs, as Draymond Green ended up playing 32% of his playoff minutes in that 2022 run at the center position, but that ended in a Golden State Warriors championship. They did not focus on what they were missing, they instead leaned into the strengths they had. And with Jimmy playing as a small forward, power forward hybrid combo, it is very easy to see the Jimmy Butler effect in full play. With Jimmy on the court, everything has been flowing. People have been getting looks, and it's not just Steph Curry who's been stepping up. Draymond is averaging 11.1 points and 6.7 assists per game with Jimmy. He was averaging just 8.4 points and 5.5 assists before. Gary Payton II is averaging 9.6 points on 63.9% shooting in just 16.9 minutes per game. In around the same amount of playing time before the Jimmy Butler trade, he was averaging just 5.2 points per game. When in post, in 18.1 minutes, is averaging 9.5 points per game and 4.4 rebounds per game, with 2.1 made threes on 45.6% shooting since the Jimmy Butler trade. The point is, essentially everyone on this team is playing better, and here is why. The Warriors offense creates chaos. They have shooters everywhere, and both Jimmy and Draymond are high-level playmakers, which has created a very interesting dynamic between Jimmy and Draymond specifically, because watch here against the Brooklyn Nets. It has become clear that Golden State has found a way to get easy baskets in the form of of Draymond searching for Jimmy against a smaller defender, and then Jimmy finishing at the basket with ease. In just one game, Draymond found Jimmy 4 separate times for an easy basket with lobs around the rim, and we can see on this 4th play here, Golden State specifically targeted D'Angelo Russell. Then after a back screen on Cam Johnson, D'Lo was forced to guard Jimmy, and it was an instant pass, instant and one for Jimmy Butler.
You
but
can't
before
guard,
we continue, guys, I want to thank Draft Ways who limit on drive down draft. The DraftKings together betting is downloaded one bets, and now be able to play with each other. We know before this trade, many questions were asked. Would Jimmy and Draymond be able to play with each other? Would their egos get in the way on the court? As it turns out, both guys respect the dog in each other, and I will say they also respect that both of them just want to go out there and do anything to win basketball games.
To talk basketball with somebody that know the basketball game like Jimmy, it's music to my ears.
I mean, he's telling me what he sees, and I'm telling him what I see. He's showing me the way, and I'm very thankful for Draymond.
That is their ultimate goal. Because of this, we've seen no problems so far, and Jimmy loves the Warriors system, saying more than anything, they just play basketball the right way. I think it's everything that I've expected, anything that I could actually dream of too, if we're being brutally honest. I just want to win. There ain't no individual goals here. They don't care who scores. All they want to do is win a championship. Now,
and you can for sure say this is fast, because when you look at the box score, when you watch the game, the Warriors, Jimmy Butler looks like he's doing so much, but you look at the box score, he just has it looks like a subtle game, but his impact is it's beyond what the box score says, bro. 100%. And he just wants to win the game, bro. He was a dog at the Heat. The only reason why he was doing all that at the Heat is because he had to, I feel like. And let's be real too, Jimmy Butler's always been a good man, bro. Not a good man. Pause. I like that. He's always been a good basketball player, but. Yeah.
Now it's here where we need to talk about Jimmy Butler's playmaking, because Jimmy's passing has always gone underrated, but it is absolutely key for the Warriors going forward. There is a reason so many players have stepped up on the Warriors roster. Everyone is just getting open looks in this offense, and everyone is getting rewarded for making the right cut, for being open, for making the right play. We have seen this play out in every single game Jimmy has played in so far with the Warriors. Here versus the Blazers, watch as Moses Moody makes the right cut, and bang, Jimmy Butler hits him with the pass for a basket. Then out of an ISO from the corner, defense collapses, Jimmy finds the open shooter for an easy 3. This is happening every single game, and the Warriors are running some very interesting plays. I'm excited to see what they end up doing in the playoffs, because here against the Nets, watch as Steph comes and sets a pick for Jimmy, then Steph pops out, creating a situation where the defense cannot possibly help, as they'd have to leave Steph Curry wide open for 3. So Jimmy has a one-on-one drive to the basket where he finds Gary Payton for an easy basket. Then we see here again, after a quick pass from Draymond, Jimmy drives to the basket, finds a wide open shooter, the shot goes in. The Warriors are just making this look easy, but this offense only looks easy because it's so unpredictable. Sometimes Draymond is setting off-ball screens for Steph Curry for wide open 3s. Sometimes Steph is the one setting the screens and giving his teammates wide open drives to the basket. Everyone is willing to play their role and do anything to win, and Jimmy's unpredictable play style is also a huge part of this. Really, to put this simply, Jimmy makes the right basketball play almost every single time, and that means on certain drives to the basket, yes, he's going to be taking it all the way and looking to score, or sometimes he drives to the basket, turns, pivots, fadeaway jumper, it's in. And with shooters all around him, if anyone helps, Golden State is going to get a wide open shot. Jimmy's effect on this team's energy has also been tremendous. Now, there is no stat that shows us directly how much a player's passion and will to win translates to his other teammates, but Jimmy Butler on the Warriors is that guy. Every single player is playing with new energy now with Jimmy Butler, as Jimmy himself has a relentless motor out there on the court, and he is everywhere.
Yes.
He makes huge defensive plays to end games. He's pushing it in transition. He sets screens. He cuts to the basket. He does everything you would want from a secondary star. He does everything you would want from a winner. Now, there are some big questions still for the Warriors, as Jimmy has not shot the ball well in his time with Golden State. We have to be honest. He is currently just connecting on 20% of his 3s. Not good. This is something that a great coach is going to try and take advantage of in the playoffs, as right now, when Jimmy and Draymond Green are both on the court, both of them can be left open. However, I have to say, while I love...
The thing is about leaving someone open, though, is when they go to set the screens, who's going to help? So And you got shooters everywhere.
Love just grounded statistics that give us proof right in front of our eyes. It cannot be denied that Jimmy Butler is the ultimate playoff superstar. He has shown time and time again that he saves his best for the playoffs when the lights are the brightest. So while his shooting is a bit of a question mark, I don't think anyone at this point in time is actually going to bet against playoff Jimmy Butler. Now to finish off here, I also want to say the Warriors have a potential X factor, a complete wild card in Jonathan Kuminga. In the 14 games that Jimmy has played with this team, the Warriors have won 13 times, but Jonathan Kuminga has played in just one of those games, returning in a win against the Sacramento Kings and immediately giving Golden State 18 points on 7 of 10 shooting. If Kuminga can be a reliable scorer for Golden State, that gives them even more weapons on offense, and in my opinion, come playoff time, you never know who's going to be hot, you never know who is going to be a zero out there on the court, but Jonathan Kuminga has shown us that he can be a big time scorer. This season, in just 25.8 minutes per game, Kuminga is averaging 16.8 points per game, and the fact that Golden State was able to keep him in the Jimmy Butler trade is absolutely massive. Kuminga coming back from injury is definitely something we need to keep our eyes on for the rest of this season and for the playoffs. If he's able to give the Warriors consistent scoring in the playoffs, it is going to be very, very difficult to stop this team. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video.
I enjoyed that video, Mike. I like that. I like that video a lot. A little something different, but hey, so how do y'all feel about Jimmy Butler's impact on the Warriors? I feel like the Warriors have a good chance of winning the title this year with Jimmy Butler. I really do, because Jimmy is a dog, bro. Every team he's been on, you hear some things about him and the team here and there, but when it comes to him hooping though, you know he's gonna go out there and hoop. So also, I don't think he's gonna be able to pull that off on the Warriors, but they got Draymond over there. He already do that himself, so you can't do it too, buddy. But it's your boy Torie Sama. I'm out.